Over the years, I have talked quite a bit about grooming. Taught you how to cut your own hair, both on your head and on your butt. We've talked about odor, smell, from your pits to your pubes. From the tip of your nose down to your funky toes, we've covered everything. No topic too big, too small, too gross, nothing has been off limits or out of bounds. But the other day, I got to thinking, I'm thinking about grooming because that's what I do. I'm like, it would really be great if I actually compiled a list, 20 of the most essential key grooming tips that every guy should know. Not every tip is going to apply to you, but some of them are, and some of them need to. And so, without any further ado, I give you the top 20 alpha-m grooming tips. Please note they're in no particular order. Tip number 1, you need to wear deodorant every day. Now, I know this sounds basic, this sounds simple, but there are certain guys, certain cultures of men that are not in the habit exactly of putting on deodorant every day. You know who you are. And everybody around you knows who you are because you stink. Listen, if this isn't for you, this is for everybody else, so we don't have to smell your stinky ass. Tip number 2, trim your pubes, especially if you hope to be the recipient of oral action. Tip number 3, neck beards are for rock stars and artists. If you're neither, don't have one. Tip number 4, powder your balls. It's gonna keep you feeling and smelling fresh all day long. Tip number 5, cologne. Less is more, all right? Remember that overpowering cologne, using too much, is just as offensive as bad body odor. Tip number 6, invest in a high quality facial hair Norelco. Alright? Don't waste your money. Invest in a Norelco facial hair grooming tool. It's perfect for facial hair, but it's also great for all of your body hair grooming needs. Tip number 7, ear hair. Just cause you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Tip number 8, trim your nose hair every week. Make it a habit, right? But don't be like, oh, I'm gonna do it every other week. Because you never know how fast your nose hair is actually growing. And I would hate you to be the guy that's sitting there talking in an important business meeting, going up to a girl or a guy who whatever you're into, going and being like, yo, what's happening? And they're like, whatever, your nose, hair, that is disgusting. So my biggest fear happened. I'm sitting here editing this video and I realize I skipped number 9. So number 9, your toenails in the summer, trim them every week. In the winter, you can get away with every other week. Tip number 10, wash your face in the morning. Tip number 11, exfoliate your face at night. Tip number 12, apply facial moisturizer after tip number 10 and 11. Tip number 13, if you have back hair, buy a back blade. No, all your other back blade. It's simple, it works, it is the best. If you missed the video where I actually demonstrated it on my lucky friend Kenny, there's a link down in the description. Tip number 14, say it with me, eyebrows, plural. You need 2 of them. Tip number 15, wet wipes rock and keep your butt squeaky clean. And a squeaky clean butt keeps your undies squeaky clean. Tip number 16, don't be a cheap ass. Invest in a pair of high quality tweezers. Are they gonna cost you more than $3? Yes. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Tip number 17, if your mouth tastes bad, your breath stinks. Tip number 18, dandruff is nasty. Handle it. Neutrogena T-Gel, best stuff on the market, gets rid of it. Looks nasty, smells funky, but effective. Tip number 19, don't go too long between haircuts. If you've got short hair, go in for a new fresh cut every 3 to 4 weeks. If you've got medium length hair, probably every 4 to 6 weeks is going to be appropriate. You need to keep it fresh, you need to keep it shaped so that you are always looking smooth. And tip number 20, if you are going to be wearing a beard, you need to be responsible. A beard takes love. It takes nurturing, it takes caring, it takes grooming. Whether or not it's super short or super long, you need to condition it, you need to love it, you need to nurture the beard so the beard can take care of you. And that's it. 20 simple grooming tips. Apply where you need to.